This episode of After Dark is brought to you by, well, you. If you want to support the Boss Rush Network and our family of podcasts, head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. Thanks for your continued support.
You guys are influencing Corey here. Good job.
Help me.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative topical podcast for adults on the Boss Rush Network. It's your boy, LeRon, back in the house. As you can tell, shenanigans are all afoot, because, it's the sausage party, and,
We're all getting fired within the last 6 minutes of recording. Re-recording.
Hey,
Bro, this is your company.
Well,
exactly. You're the one that's trying to get us all in the doghouse.
Well,
it is you, Corey.
Stephanie, you're CEO now. We're all getting fired. David, you're CEO, I guess, now. We're all done.
I
think David would probably be the better CEO.
Wow.
And Stephanie would be the better COO.
I don't care.
Because Stephanie...
I hate you so much. I'm going to mute you forever.
Because Stephanie's more of a do-it kind of person, and David's more the I'm running decisions here.
LeRon, help. Help me get out of this mess.
And to quote the legendary band Wire, I am the fly, fly in the ointment.
Ointment.
As always with tonight, the one, the only Corey Dirrig. What's up, man?
I don't know what's happening anymore, LeRon. I show up, I hit record, and I talk, and anything else that happens around all of us is just I don't know what it is, man. I'm trying here.
It's
just a consequence.
I'm just getting fired. I really don't know what's happening.
See, I just feel like they won't fire you yet. They'll say, you need to quit being friends with Matt.
I mean, technically they can't fire me. It's my company, but also, I'm gonna get fired.
Bro, if you get fired, you get a golden parachute. How cool is that?
Of what? Of what? I owe money. I owe money.
I don't know. Do you have life insurance policy?
I mean,
CEOs of companies have been removed from their spots.
Lies.
Of publicly traded companies, not privately owned companies like this one. Also, it's been like 6 months since I submitted for a trademark, and I still haven't heard anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've submitted 3 trademarks, and I haven't heard anything. I heard it takes up to a year since COVID. So,
okay. All right. Also back in the house of tonight is PK Power himself, Pat Klein.
Hello, world. Welcome to the shenanigans.
The shenanigans?
The shenanigans.
Hey, Pat.
Hello, what?
How you doing?
Oh, God.
I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Ooh.
I feel like...
So the pills finally kicked in?
The pills don't make you horny, they just make you hard. You can be horny.
Don't ask, don't tell.
There are more than one type of pill.
Oh my God. I regret every decision I've ever made in my entire life.
As well you should.
Yeah. Well.
All right, so I'm going to introduce this next gentleman. As a matter of fact, this is his 4th appearance, right? In like the last, it's 4 appearances in 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 in a row. Yeah.
Technically, that makes you a member of the team now.
Right?
Member.
Right. Yeah. So at this point, he doesn't need much introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. The one and only Matthew Kiel is back with us tonight. Welcome back, dude.
I hate you. We're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah. All right. So
if we ever get monetized.
All right.
It's less
All right.
than 30 seconds. It's fine.
Is it?
So I'm going to start. I'm going to start the segment off kind of like crazily, right?
Kind of.
And Matt,
Yes.
I think Corey has something. I think Corey has like taken offense to like what we have going on.
Why?
That's not true.
Okay, so what is it, Corey? Because Corey goes out of his way to remind people that Matt may or may not be my man crush. You know,
It's true. I think
I'm not openly admitting
Corey's jealous.
I'm not openly admitting to anything on live recording because, like, you know, if my boyfriend were to ever like turn around and like listen to After Dark, you know, like
look, having a crush,
questions would be had.
See, here's the thing. Having a crush is okay when you're in a relationship as long as you're open and honest about said crush with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like for example, my wife, my partner, and I, we have my wife. She's very nice. We have several agreements that if things were to happen with certain people in life, that would be cool.
Like
but
the babysitter.
No. Leave it to the accountant in the room to make it as absolutely creepy as possible. Staring at spreadsheets all day.
Leave it to the accountant to make it as creative as possible.
That's not the babysitter. That's not creative.
Hey, if you have a cheat list and she says like Matthew McConaughey and you say the babysitter, come on. It's more likely that you're going to succeed.
Yeah, you know
Someone's
what
saying, all right.
You know what she's going to say? She's going to say, don't cheat with the babysitter because the babysitter will never come back. We need her.
Also, the babysitter's probably like 15.
Never come back.
Yeah.
Also, the babysitter might be illegal.
No, but like we have actually had conversations, and
about the babysitter?
No, not about the babysitter. In fact, if it were the babysitter, that would be even weirder because that's my mother-in-law, and no. Diane, love you to pieces, but no.
Speaking of mother-in-laws, shout out to Lasby's mother-in-law because she listens to every Boss Rush podcast, including After Dark.
What?
Oh, whoa! Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Hello, Lasby's mother-in-law.
No,
I'm happy to know you.
She has a name. Hold on.
I don't know her name. You didn't introduce us. No one told me her name.
I don't know her name either.
Yeah,
what the hell?
This is
Corey's holding out.
Too.
Hold on. I want to get it right.
Corey wants that MILF money.
I don't need any money.
That's pretty good. I like that, LeRon.
I think we all need a little money, Corey.
I mean, yeah.
That's cheers, LeRon.
Well, it was definitely after this. Hold on.
Well, while Corey's doing all that, I
mean, MILF money. It's easy. Mother-in-law funds, right?
Yes, exactly.
God, what did you think he meant?
Right? Yeah, no. Like, see, he always goes to the gutter first.
Corey and the accountant, man, they just go straight to the toilet.
All right.
You said
yes.
Don't
Okay.
have a sense of humor.
Okay. So shout out to Susan.
Yes.
Cool.
Susan.
Happy to know you, Susan.
Yes.
Come on the show. Come hang out with us.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
fun.
sweet.
And we'll embarrass David together. It'll be fun.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I don't know David, but I will find a way.
Here though the he brought it up to me because I told the thirst trap picture story on the show from Pat, and she heard it and like he messaged me about it. He was laughing about it, but it was a thing. It was funny. I hope it was funny. He says it was funny, so I'm going to believe him, even though I still felt kind of bad. But
bonding over thirst trap pictures with your partner's mother-in-law.
mm-hmm. That is quite the sentence.
I would call that clean living.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So going back to the opener, right? So like, I like Corey's fixated on the fact that like there's a possible man crush going on here between me and you.
That's not 100% true.
Okay, well, okay, so what is it then?
I don't know, man.
Because I mean, like in the pre-recorded episode, he was like, I'm getting his sloppy seconds.
You are.
Wait,
me and Matt first.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And I said,
I'm Corey's bottom bitch. You're just gonna have to deal with this.
And I said, this is the year 2024. So like, I mean, like everybody's getting down, you know.
And I said we could Eiffel Tower that shit, and he didn't. Yeah. He didn't like that idea. So
high fives over the top. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm in this scenario.
Wait. I'm in the middle of this. Oh, I didn't think about that.
You're the beef, LeRon. You are.
Yeah.
Well, luckily for Corey, I don't consider this part of the conversation sexual harassment. Luckily for him.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's let's hope that doesn't happen anywhere else.
All right. Well, you know what? Because I feel like Corey doesn't get objectified enough on this show. Like,
if you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Kiel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.
Corey, I'm just let you know right now. Like you have probably the prettiest set of eyes I've seen on a dude lately.
Yeah, I can get
Corey,
lost.
You have what is called
but I've heard that before. I've heard that 1,000 times. I want somebody else to talk about a different part of my body.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna be like Neo. I'm gonna be like Neo in the Matrix Revolutions and burn my eyes off and just wear like a.
Okay, guys, stop. You see what he's doing right now? Like, look at his forearms, man. Like what's going on there?
What?
What's going on there, dude? Like, what's up? Like, you losing all this weight and
yeah.
Right?
And now he's masturbating a lot with both hands.
That's not
in front of a mirror. Am I right?
No.
He's going.
Hey.
He's starting to do his Patrick Bateman.
Every dude that gets into that right shape, they always do it at least once. They always do it in front of a mirror at least once.
I have to. Okay, so here's the thing. I've lost. I guess it's time to tell my ultimate goal here. Okay, I've lost 98 pounds since last July.
Congratulations.
My ultimate goal is to lose 135 pounds. I have 37 pounds to go. I want to hover between 220 and 230.
Nice.
That's where I want to hover. So that's.
I feel like that's kind of skinny for your
build.
height.
Yeah.
It's. I mean,
you should be at like 250. I think
I'm at 254 right now.
Well, there you go.
Something. I don't know what I'm at right now, actually. So no, I want to lose more. I have some extra like things floating around that I need to get rid of.
We call that dad bod, and it's hot right now.
Tell that to my wife.
Get her over here.
I feel like that's a different.
Is she not feeling it right now? Like,
look, man, when you have a kid or two kids, it's very difficult to achieve that.
Do you understand why though?
Me?
She can still compliment.
Pat, hold on. Do you understand why though?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm informing our panel and the audience what happens when you have children.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, like with me, like we only have the one, but it's like the same thing because essentially for right now, she has kind of lost all body autonomy. So by the time kid goes to sleep, she's like, oh, good, I can spend 5 minutes not being touched or not being needed or not being like, not having my personal space constantly invaded. Like, yeah, no, I totally get it.
Yeah. So
I sympathize. I don't go through that, but
to be fair, at this point, I don't want to be touched either. I just want to like.
You don't have to be touched. She can still appreciate your dad bod without it touching it. She can be like, "That's hot," or like, "Whip a towel on your ass."
Whip a towel.
You know, that's true. That's true.
It still feels good when someone tells you you're good looking.
Yeah,
I know. I experienced that this weekend. It was great.
Someone like your wife.
Corey is literally saying a win is a win right now, and he's happy.
Look, man,
and he's happy. And he's right. He's absolutely right.
Look, people say my wife is hot all the time, and it just feels nice that for once it was me.
Yeah,
it was me.
Yeah, like I never get the, oh, you guys are a cute couple. I get like, oh wow, your wife's really pretty. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm punching above my weight. You don't have to tell me.
We both are. Let's be honest here. Let's be quite honest here.
Like we had, like the reason this fold out is that we had a friend over this weekend, and he was like, wow, you do not, he literally to her face in front of me, he's like, Reba, you do not look like you've popped out a kid. You look amazing. And I'm like, see, I've been telling you this. And she's like, oh, thanks. She's like, thanks, Moose. It's so nice to hear that.
It's it is weird. It is weird, like when you get settled in with your significant other or whatnot, and even though you will give them like the best compliments about like them, their being, like all that stuff and stuff like that, and it's kind of like the order of the day for them. But the moment like someone different does that, like and you see like that spectrum of emotion happen to them, is like man, like I'm kind of happy for you right now, but I feel shitty that I'm not getting that same reciprocation.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it's what they call it, the +1 validation. Like they know they'll get it from you. They know they get it from you automatically because I guess they feel like it's part of the routine and stuff like that. So like when it's someone that they're not used to getting it from, or just an absolute stranger and whatnot, and it's not in the creepy way and stuff like that. It's really interesting and funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do it the Will Smith way. This or to slap someone else that says anything about your significant other. Both of them will get attention.
Yeah, but it took him years to do that. Like you need a quicker reaction time than Will Smith.
Yeah. Speaking of reaction times, if you would like to support Boss Rush After Dark and the Boss Rush Network, head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Boss Rush Network and get started. With access, you not only get this show 2 weeks early and ad-free, but you also get other perks like early access to other podcasts, voting rights, and more at the tier that's right for you. Again, that's patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. If you can't contribute financially, it's no big deal. Your viewership and listenership are enough for us. If you're watching the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a thumbs up on this video. Also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when new episodes go live. Excuse me. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave our show a 5-star rating and a nice review. This all really helps with our visibility and discoverability. Remember, you can always find new episodes, articles, reviews, and more on our website at bossrush.net, and that includes us, Boss Rush After Dark. Now, we can go ahead. I feel like we've already been in the topics, but we can go ahead and get on to the topics now.
We can.
We have topics?
We have questions.
We have questions.
They're like topics.
Before we get to that, I just want to say, LeRon, your sense of timing, flawless as always.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I try.
Can I just say before we answer these questions that I feel very strange answering these questions now that I know who.
Now you've met Yari.
Them.
Yeah,
bro, they weren't all sexual,
dude.
They were. You forgot. They were sexual when they were out there sexual.
No, I'm saying the questions she's asking this week aren't all sexual. Only 50%.
Okay, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to address it right now. Let Yari be Yari. Yari, do what you do. We love it.
Oh yeah, we don't censor anybody.
Congratulations, Yari. Everybody congratulate Yari on her getting that job.
Congratulations, Yari. Proud of you.
Good job. You impressed Corey in more ways than one.
And we're waiting for you to become. We're waiting for you to be a guest to take the guest chair in After Dark. You're sending us the questions, so like send us the face now. You know?
I just like the idea of Yari sitting in it, sitting. Yeah, really. I just like the idea of Yari coming on the show and just quick firing question after question at the three of you.
She would.
I know, and it would be great.
Apparently she would.
And I would find a brilliant way in sneaking out of those questions and just sitting back and listening to everyone else answer.
Shocker.
Yep.
Like hiding behind Zelda. We know your game, Pat.
Yep.
Pat's just dirty like that.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm a watcher, not a viewer.
Damn it, dude.
So, you know what? That's a good icebreaker. What would you would you prefer to be a participant or a voyeur? That's a good icebreaker question.
Oh man.
I like to watch, but there's certain points when I'm like, I got to get in it.
Dude, watching's weird. I just want to get in there and do my thing and get out. You know what I mean? I got shit to do.
Now, if it was two women going at it, I think I'd kind of want to watch a little bit first. You know, it's more of a hybrid model. Yeah, there's a bit of watching going on, but then there's going to be some excitement. I want to get my hands on.
I miss Stephanie's sense of control over this
hybrid model.
Look at us. Look at us. This four dudes sitting in the podcast. Look at us.
Oh my god.
Who the funk? Not me.
Oh man, I love you guys. I really do.
You ever want to I'm glad you keep inviting me back because this is why I keep coming back.
LeRon keeps coming for Matt.
I did enough for that last night. Thank you very much.
Here.
All right, our first question is from Mary Norris, a member of the network here. Mary Helen says, Mary Helen goes, we're in graduation season, so if there's something you'd like to tell yourself when you were graduating high school or college, what would it be? And then there's a follow-up. What is your biggest if I knew then now, if I knew then what I know now, advice?
Oh my God, everything. I don't know. I was dumb.
I want you guys to go first because I feel like with this particular question, because I feel like this question comes up a lot because for my job I attend like at least 3 business meetings a week in the mornings and stuff like that. So I feel like this question has come around a lot. So I feel like I have like one of the more generic answers to this because I feel like I just answer this question a lot.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just go first because it's kind of quick. I wish I could tell myself back then when I was graduating that none of how these people, what they say to you and how they treat you doesn't matter because none of these people are going to be in your life anyway, in the next 3 to 5 years. And I was right because I talked to, one person from high school now. And even then we haven't talked in a while. I mean, we text once in a while, but not like, real texting anymore. The pandemic kind of ruined all that for everybody, but, I just, things after that time usually get better. And, I wish I would have tried harder in high school, but I think everybody has that sentiment. It's at some point, if you aren't already like the valedictorian or whatever, like I think, that's something, but I don't know. I wish I would have tried a little bit harder, and I wish I would have been more outgoing, I think, because I definitely was not in school, which is a lot of the reason I think why I got made fun of, because I just didn't know how to talk to people. So some people tell me that I podcast so much because it taught me how to talk to people. And I said, don't use your therapy mind on me. Anyways, I'm done.
Well, for me, what would I tell myself graduating? I'd probably tell myself two things. One, you didn't need that master's degree. That was a waste of money.
Jeez, you have a master's degree?
Yes.
You're one of those.
Wait, so you're a doctor?
No, I don't have.
Oh, that's PhD. My bad. That's PhD. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No.
You should have just started a YouTube channel like me and gotten a job.
Well, that would be kind of the other thing. It's not necessarily your college degree that's important. It's how much experience and who you know is what's going to get you your job. Unfortunately, in this world, it's kind of the stuff you learn in college is great and all, but it is nothing compared to what you learn in real life. Like 80% of what I've learned in college has pretty much just flown over my head, or is like it's nice to know, and you really only use what your job requires you to use, and if you don't use what you learned in college, you will lose it. I guarantee it. You might be able to get it back like briefly after review, but the sum of digits form of depreciation, which no one in any company ever uses, but is like heavily quizzed on for some reason. Why? I don't know. We never use it. And I don't even remember how to use it anymore. So, but also the second part of the question is, what is the biggest thing if I knew what would be now advice? I would have put a hell of a lot more work into like doing my schoolwork in high school. That I, should have put effort into it. Granted, it was hard for me because I had ADHD, so it was hard for me to focus. I didn't like doing things when I was home. I just wanted to play video games because I like to escape from my life back then. But I feel like I would be in so much of a better position. I would been able to go to college right away, get a decent job, go to a good college right away, and get a decent job back when colleges were actually cheap. And, actually maybe, who knows, I could probably have a family because I was successful. Because I put that a little bit of effort. And now here I am talking to you three losers.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about that last part.
Hang on, I'll just go throw my chopped liver self into the trash and
I think he's kidding.
fuck myself.
No, I'm kidding about that part because I know everyone says, well, your life went that way, then you would never met you. It's like, yeah, I kind of understand that, but as much as I do like you guys, I just kind of wish my life was better.
Sure, that's
fair.
I mean, yeah.
I don't take offense to that at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
At least I don't think so.
I mean, going with Mary Helen's question, like the one thing I would have told myself in high school at high school graduation was, fuck external influences. Go for what you want, because there were things that I wanted to do because of the experiences I had in high school. Like I really got super into music because I worked at my high school's radio station, and I really wanted to like follow that. I don't know if I would have gotten to the point where I was like a radio DJ full time. I don't know if I would have wanted to, but I also became super interested in music crit and writing creatively. And I would have said explore that to its fullest and never stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I would, because eventually I may never have been a millionaire doing it, but I would have at least been happy.
So true.
And I would much rather have I wish I would have listened to myself in that respect rather than trying to worry about money. Because when I went to college, I was trying to take things that would just get me into a good school for money reasons. And then I wasn't interested in any of those things. So I spent my entire first 2 years at community college playing pool, winning too much money playing pool, and blowing too much money because I played pool. And, I wish I would have just listened to myself rather than the people around me. And Corey's, I would have taken Corey's on fuck those people in high school. You don't need them. They're I'll say 98% of the time they are wrong about you. They won't know you because you will become who you are after high school. Anybody who is the same person as they were in high school stayed there.
That's entirely everyone that I went to high school with is still
exactly
there. They still live there. They work in town. They teach at the school. They work at the grocery store. They run the hardware store. They everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even somebody I connected with recently on just we were friends in high school, and I'm trying to. I was side tangent, I guess, a little bit.
That's okay.
What I've been doing recently is reorganizing all my contacts because it really bothers me that I have multiples of people in my phone. And so I'm just kind of reorganizing and going through things. And as I've been going through them, I've been trying to make it a point to at least reconnect with the people that I at least enjoyed at one point in my life, to reconnect with them just to see if, hey, how's it going? How's life? Whatever. Because I'm really bad at that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been going through that stuff and trying to I don't know if hey, how's it going? Whatever, and something happens, I guess. But I don't know. I've been doing that. But even somebody a couple people that I've reached out to, one person's a lawyer, still lives, he lives in the house with his family that his parents, that he lived in when we were kids. He lives in that house and his parents moved. It's that kind of thing. And the one person does web design at the hardware store. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are all still there.
I definitely see what you mean. That one.
They are the Stifler of the American Pie group.
Oh my God, it's just jeez. And not that there's anything wrong with that to an extent, but man, I don't know, man.
Well, he was in that fourth movie. He was the one that was still living the high school dreams, and everyone's moved on and has families or other things going on, and he's still living in the 90s at home.
I've never seen American Pie, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Such a good series.
Sometimes I swear, I feel like sometimes movies that we would expect Corey to have seen, he has not seen, and I would have sworn he would have seen American Pie.
I'm not surprised, but I think I can.
Yeah,
you've not surprised, but he's disappointed.
I've known him longer. Yeah,
Matt, there's a whole episode of Nerds Gone Rogue where we sat there for 45 minutes naming movies and to see if I've watched them or not.
So. We were 1 for 50. It was wild.
we reprised that. I'm pretty sure, not too long ago on the Boss Rush podcast episode.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I'll just say this right now. How about this, Corey? How about this? You come on my movie podcast.
Okay.
And we just make you watch something.
American Pie.
No, we'll just make you watch something. Whatever we pick.
Oh God.
It could be an arty-farty movie. It could be general cinema. It could be foreign. It could be black and white.
You gonna MST3K him?
No. No, I will say this. More often than not, I feel like we've really only watched 2 movies that either myself or my co-host Jesse would say we don't like. But at least you will be able to say you have watched that one movie.
Sure.
Okay.
Like Star Wars.
I've seen the Star Wars.
You've seen all those. You've seen all those damn movies.
I don't want to watch them anymore. So
I like them. They're quite.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're bad.
It's weird too because I can't seem to want to get it up to watch like the sequel trilogy.
I really love The Force Awakens. Like, not even
I did too.
I think The Force Awakens is an incredible movie. The only movie I think I actually, I don't want to say actively disliked, but just didn't think it was good was the last one. I liked Solo, and I love Rogue One, and I like The Last Jedi. I thought
Rogue
it was fun.
One fucking rules.
So did Last Jedi. I didn't appreciate The Last Jedi. I didn't appreciate The Last Jedi when I saw it in movie theaters, but I appreciated it when it came to home viewing and I had a chance to watch it again.
It's one of those movies it's like you have to have second showing because the first one just wasn't what you expected.
The only thing I thought was weird about that movie was the floating Princess Leia bit, but like whatever.
I legit remember people
which at that point they're like, no one's ever done that. I go, yeah, and no one ever did the shit that you saw the first time around. So
yeah,
is it because she's a woman doing it?
What?
It was fucking weird though. I mean,
like, people lost their fucking minds.
If we're being point blank and honest, though,
weird. Here, story along those lines. I was talking. So my ex-wife and I are still kind of friends. We talk. She has a new dude. She has a baby, but she and I still she and I still are cordial and friends. At one point, my current wife and I went out with her fiance and a mutual friend of ours, my friend Abe, love him. And her dude and I, his name's Fred, were talking about Star Wars because she had told him that I really like Star Wars, which was kind of like at this point it was kind of a thing, but like I really don't care for it anymore. And she's like, or he's like, what'd you think about The Last Jedi? I'm like, I liked it. He's like, but why? But all this. And then he went on this entire tirade about Leia. I go, remember when you saw Yoda just lift the
X-Wing
out of the swamp? He's like, yeah, that was cool. I go, yeah, but you had never seen that before, so you didn't really know it was a thing. You just believed it because it was a little green man rather than a woman. If that was a woman, you would probably have the same resistance that you had to Leia being able to do all this. And he's like, no, that's not it. That's not it. I'm like, you doth protest too much, my friend.
Everything you said in that statement was wrong.
Me?
No. I was quoting Jade Luke.
No, I was like, hold on a second. I was like, what's happening?
No, I was
like, quoting... it can't be wrong. I experienced this. This happened. Like, I don't know what you're.
That was also one of the things that people hated about The Last Jedi was just how jaded Luke was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep.
How could he not be?
I mean, it makes sense, but they're like,
you spend so
much went wrong in his life because of who he was and what he was able to do with the Force.
I feel like Luke in The Last Jedi is the same person as Jesus is in The Last Temptation of Christ.
Ooh,
like everyone's been telling Willem Dafoe he's the son of God. He's the son of God. He's like, yeah, but fuck this. I'm tired of it. Can't I just be a dude? And that's what Luke's trying to do. But then at the end, Luke realizes his purpose, does his thing. Just like Jesus. Last Temptation of Christ is a great movie. You should watch it.
Means project himself half a galaxy away.
Well, in a weird so the Last Temptation of Christ is basically like Jesus is actually at one point in the movie he's actually on the cross. And then there's this girl that comes out, this young girl who comes out of the audience and says, you don't have to do this. You can come down from there. And it's basically an entire dream sequence from there, or an entire alternate reality where Jesus, Mary Magdalene go off, live happily ever after. And then Judas comes back later and says, yo, you fucked us, you moron. And then, Jesus repents, and then it ends up that he was on the cross the entire time. It's great. It's a really great film, directed by Martin Scorsese. Harvey Keitel plays Judas. Willem Dafoe plays Jesus. It rules. You should watch it.
Willem Dafoe is Jesus?
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
What?
It's great. It's from like it's like 1985, 86, maybe 87. I feel like it was right after Willem Dafoe was in Platoon. Also a pretty good war movie directed by Oliver Stone. I like movies.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
We're talking about advice we'd give our graduating high school selves.
So The Last Jedi. No.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so so this is not the generic answer that I said I was going to give, but it's an answer I actually put some thought into while you guys were talking. Okay, so because I recently remember telling someone about like my time in the military and stuff like that. Like I grew up in a military family. My dad was a career soldier and stuff like that, and I always wanted to be like my dad and join the army and be a soldier myself and stuff like that. But my dad talked me out of joining the army because like he lived the army experience and stuff like that, and he wanted me to check out some of the other branches of service and stuff like that. So I wound up in the Navy, which I still wonder to this day, like should that have been what I'd done, stuff like that. So I would go back and tell my younger graduating self, because that you don't always have to listen to your parents all the time. Like sometimes your parents will tell you things they think are going to help you out, and it actually does not help you out the way you think it should. I'd also tell myself that you know what, you don't, just because like you love your dad and you love what he did and stuff like that, that does not mean you have to go that same path. Because which means like I probably would have talked my younger self into going to college, like I initially thought about doing, and then I wanted to join the military.
And selfishly, I would tell myself, don't ever go into healthcare, because there's going to be a pandemic and you'll be able to work from home and play video games all the time.
That is facts. That is true.
Yeah.
Also invest in Amazon.
And Google. Well,
it's really funny.
Alphabet.
See, now we're just trying to butterfly effect ourselves. We need to stop.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't want to do that, to be honest.
It's really funny. I feel like it was the late 90s. I was working in retail, and I was really good at talking to people, just like in that setting. And as like a 17-year-old, someone goes, "You know anything about the stock market?" I'm like, "I'm just a child. No, I do not." It's like, "Oh, well, you should look into satellite radio." And it was before like Sirius XM and all that became like popular. And someone gave me a stock tip, and I told my dad about it. I'm like, this sounds like it could be a thing. And it was the only time I've ever paid attention to the stock market. I watched that company absolutely quadruple and then grow tenfold in the span of a few months. And I'm like, so Dad, remember a while back when I told you? He's like, that's not the same company. I go, actually, and he found every way to just sort of bat anything away. And I'm like, I feel like this would have been a risk worth taking. Like that would be my Back to the Future 2 moment. Like, this is my almanac. Do that rather than. But whatever. I'm glad I've lived. I am glad I've lived the life I've had to get here. Mostly because of my wife and son, but also because I get to talk with you three.
I'll see. Now you're just trying to butter us up.
Y'all are dorks just like me, and we can smell our own. I'm just glad we're together.
And I'm the one that says, fuck all you guys, I want the better life.
Well, but see, you know what? I respect that, Pat, because you're an accountant. Yeah. That's why I respect that, because there's a certain like degree of hard reality that I've experienced when talking to accountants, and they have a different perspective on it. It's just, I mean, it's probably like my perspective on reality is way different than yours because I work in healthcare. And same with LeRon, same with Corey. All of us would come to a scenario from very different point of views because of just our experiences to this moment. And that's a beautiful thing, I think.
Well, let me ask you something.
Sure.
All right, and I'll ask it. It's open to all of you. Okay. Would you feel like you officially are successful in your life? Like, have you achieved what you would consider like, yeah, I'm happy with how this resulted, like your end goal, I guess. I don't know.
Well, so not to answer a question with a question, but like at that point I'm asking, well, what is success?
Like, for me, success would have been having a family.
Sure.
So that's probably why I view my life as a failure, is because I'm 41 and single and probably never going to have that family that I always wanted to have.
Okay.
So to me, that's why it's like I would change my life. Absolutely.
Okay. So me personally, I'm still surprised that I'm alive, because between the ages of 15 and 30, I had several points where I thought about ending it. And I had plans. I was too cowardly to do anything about it. And I've gone on to be where I am. Like post like a really close plan. I got into X-ray school and forged a career while alongside going through a divorce and having my parents tell me that you've been in Philadelphia for this long, but what have you done? What do you have to show for it? And what they didn't see was the fact that I was happy. Like, it didn't matter that I was happy. It mattered to them that I hadn't bought a house.
That it mattered to them that
like I didn't have any equity or assets. It didn't matter my experiences here, and that really fucking hurt. So the fact that I had to deal with, from 23 to 30, hearing from home, like, what are you even doing there? It didn't, like, when I got married, like, it almost didn't seem like my parents were happy for me. My parents showed up to my X-ray graduations and fell asleep during my speech.
Oh my God.
Mine. So, like, the fact that I'm still here says a lot about me to me. and the thing is, like, I've learned enough since that I know that no one can take that away from me. And I've seen a lot of people who feel like what other people think is the expectation. And I mean, easily I've been in situations to put on that Tony Robbins, like, you can do this. But it's so easy for somebody else outside of your situation to say that. It's very hard to figure it out yourself. And I won't ever tell you or anybody else to their face that they're doing a bad job, because it's ultimately not my place to say.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm also with you. I'm also with you on that, Matt. Like honestly, I can't tell anyone they're doing a bad job if like if they're upright and like they're getting up out of bed and they're doing something with their life. You know what I mean?
Me telling someone that they're doing a bad job means I have it figured out. And guess who doesn't have it figured out? Fucking me.
Yeah.
I am flying by the seat of my pants all the time. I'm put into situations every single day where I'm like, I have to rely on instinct here because no one's giving me a straight answer. And like the fact that I have an 80% success rate in that, I'm good. I'm 100% good with that. I will take it on the chin the times that I get repercussions in that 20%, because that's on me. Mm-hmm. However, the fact that I'm still here when I could have just as easily not been, I'm okay with that. So for example, I'm 44. We had Aton when I was 43. Like my son is going to be a teenager when I am close to 60. So like I am going to start slowing down as he is ramping up and speeding up with his life. So now I have to just make sure I'm here to help him through those tough years, because I know how tough those years can be. And I want to make sure I can support him through them. Like that's the only real goal for me. Sure, like keeping the roof over the heads, lights on, pay the electric bill so I can talk to you chuckleheads because I love you all. But everyone individually will have their picture of success. But when they actually start to appraise and look at it, they'll start to define it and say, hey, maybe they aren't such failures. Or at least hopefully they'll say that. And as someone who started a family this late, I am going to say this, Pat, and this is the only time I'm going to say this show. Next time I'm on, I might say it again. It's not too late. Okay? If I were anywhere near you, I would drive to your house, knock on your door, and give you a hug and say, I'm here for you.
Appreciate it, Matt.
DM me anytime if you want to talk. I'll listen. Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
Jesus Christ.
As about as raw as you can get.
What's next?
Wait, everyone had a turn on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to go last, remember?
Yeah. I guess it's time for Yari's questions.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Corey, you start this. Read the questions.
Why do I have to start it?
I read the last question.
I will start the question.
What are your best pickup lines to seduce the devil?
I bet I can play the fiddle better than you.
Spit is the devil's lube and my mouth is dry.
Oh my Lord.
I'll try anything once. If I like it, I'll try it twice.
Is it supposed to burn when you?
Ooh, baby, I like it hot.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Wow.
I know.
Leaning into the mythology of it. Fucking love that, Corey.
I know.
Good job, my friend. Good job.
You're welcome. You put the loose in Lucifer.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, jeez. We're all going to hell.
And the devil's gonna like it.
Man. Oh,
put your forked tongue in my morning star.
Oh God.
Yipes.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm running.
It's a little cold in here.
Yeah.
Can you turn up the heat?
It kind of is cold in my office right now.
Second part of this question. Who do you owe an ass whooping to from high school or college?
Oh, too many fucking people.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
can't name them all. I can't name them all. Like as a matter of fact, I'm
can't-
so far removed from college that the fact that I purged a lot of those dumbasses from my memory is probably the best thing for them.
Like,
Yeah.
I remember faces. I do not remember names. If I see them, I will remember them, but I couldn't tell you their names anymore.
Yeah. My college life was fine. I wouldn't beat up anyone from college, but obviously the person I'd beat up the most for high school would be myself for,
Oh yeah,
again,
Jeez, I
bad
didn't even think about that, Pat.
for bad decisions.
Fuck.
So, yeah, I'd ass whoop myself first. But then, yeah, there were a lot of people that treated me like garbage and, alienated me that I feel like could definitely use a good ass whooping.
Yeah. Man, good times. Good times. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
Mhm.
I mean, man, I don't know. I'm sure there's a ton of people. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even remember half the people from high school, first of all, and the people I just don't care to remember because of other things, and it's just, man, let me tell you, there are, as much as I enjoyed college, though, there are people that deserve an ass whooping from college, specifically the people that I played football with.
I was going to ask you if there are any of them your football teammates.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you
most
that.
of them do. Yeah, most of them do. Some of them don't. Most of them do.
Corey's like, they get the foot ass treatment.
Fucking more than that. Jesus Christ.
I think the ones that hurt me the most, not like the bullying or the constant badgering and ostracization. I think the ones that hurt the most are the people that, and I know this is going to sound bad. This is going to sound very incelish, and I don't mean it this way, but the women that I confessed feelings for, that absolutely made me feel stupid for ever doing that. Like, it's one thing that it wasn't reciprocated. It's another thing to absolutely embarrass me for being vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's it's one thing hey, I don't feel that way. Thanks, but it's not going to happen, and then move on. But the people that sort of made me a public exhibition for just catching feelings, that hurts. That still stings. But I'll say it this way. I've divorced better than they ended up being. So
Shit.
So
yeah, that's a flex.
And I'll say that my ex-wife is cool. I think she is. So there.
Yeah, I think some of my ex-girlfriends are cool.
Yeah,
but some of them are not. And speaking of ass whoopings, some of my ex-girlfriend's siblings deserve an ass whooping. One in particular, I'm not gonna say on this show.
I think we all know who it is.
Do we?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm pretty sure.
Are we? I don't talk
about the sister.
No, well, yeah, she does, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
No, this is someone different.
Someone different. Another one that needs an ass whooping.
Yeah. Her brothers in particular. Oh my god. Fucking douchebags. Too much?
Nope.
Just enough.
Maybe not enough.
Not enough.
All right.
Help.
All right. Who's gonna read Luna Rain's question? Because I want to answer it first. Who wants to read it?
What video game beefs are comparable to the Kendrick Drake fight going on right now?
I don't know anything about this, so
to be honest,
Yep. I got this one.
So Kendrick Lamar and Drake are two significantly famous rappers at the moment.
I'm aware of that,
and they are
caught up to that,
and they be beefing for reasons that I'm not fully understanding, but what Kendrick is saying about Drake, like him being a groomer and participating in a trafficking or something to the like, that's becoming a bit. That's starting to seem like a thing.
Well, I mean, Kendrick's just saying the quiet part out loud because, like, back when this thing was news, I was like, yeah, this does not look good. Not on Drake.
No,
there's always been smoke in that direction. Like,
yeah,
it's always been
Drake is always
when someone turns 18, Drake's alarm goes off.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like Millie Bobby Brown and stuff.
Oh God, what? Isn't she like 12?
Back then she was. Actually, it was more like she was 14 back. She was more like she was 14 back.
Like, but speaking specifically as a hip hop fan, it seems like Drake keeps thinking he can fight better rappers than him with rapping.
Yeah, he needs to stop punching up.
He like, I'm just glad he never actually came at Eminem because that would have ruined him.
Yeah, he would have destroyed. He would have gotten destroyed. Okay, but yeah, like I said, I want to go first. I want to answer this question. Like, video game beef comparable to Kendrick and Drake, Samus Aran and Kraid. Oh my god! Like, if anyone played Metroid Dread, like the whole like Kraid reveal in there, and Samus was just looking and like had her arm cannon charging behind her back and just popped him right in the mouth before the battle even started. Like, I mean, that just talks about their history back then. Like Kraid has been. With the exception of the Metroid Prime games and Metroid Fusion, Kraid has been in every Metroid game that Samus has been in. You know, actually, wait, I don't know.
Was Kraid in Other M?
Kraid was not in one. Kraid was not in 2, 3.
Wait,
no, sorry, he was in 3.
Okay, I'm sorry, 2. Okay, yeah, 2
in Fusion. He was.
I keep forgetting that Metroid 2. You know, I keep forgetting the order Metroid 2 was in.
Yeah.
Samus Returns, basically. I keep forgetting that one.
2 Fusion and the Primes. Honestly,
every Kraid appearance in Metroid has always been like, whoa, what for me? You know, after the first Metroid, every Kraid appearance has been like that for me. And so, like, when Kraid appeared again in Metroid Dread, I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be fun. That was a bitch of a mission. That was a bitch of a boss fight, but that was fun.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like classic ones are like Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter. But
is that beefing though?
Nah, those are BFFs.
Yeah,
they're
100%
not. They were trained by Shenlong, and one went
Gokin for the unwashed.
Oh, whatever. You know, I've been told that you must defeat Shenlong to stand any chance.
I remember that.
But
Shenlong, by the way, was a bad translation for the Dragon Punch. By the way,
either way, Ryu went to further his craft, and he wanted to be the best he could be. And he was like the knife guy in the original Magnificent Seven, competing with himself. Whereas Ken went to be Hollywood star, celebrity, riches, women, excess, and I think that's two yins and yangs. I think like Kendrick wants to be the best rhymer. He only competes with himself, and he wants to push himself to be better, whereas Drake definitely wants to be famous. Also, and this is kind of topical, I feel like Helldivers and their community sometimes seem at war.
Jeez.
Did you hear that they started firing their community managers?
Yeah, Spitz got fired. Well, so
yeah.
there's some
allegedly fired.
No, he got fired. He got fired. He got fired. He 100% got fired.
I missed something, I guess.
Spitz from the Arrowhead community team got fired. He was the one who was telling the entire Helldivers,
telling people to review bomb the game.
Mm-hmm.
And like even he said, I feel it sucks that this had to shake out this way, but I stand by what I did. And that also did something kind of unprecedented in the industry. Sony backed down. And, companies don't back down. Now, if you think about it for more than 10 seconds, you realize that the reason Sony backed down is because they realized that they were fucking with their own money,
mm-hmm.
rather than doing something that was realizing that they were doing the right thing for the community. No, it was one of those weird scenarios where capitalism actually won out because of all the people who can't access PSN throughout the world in their countries, which is like 100 and some odd countries. But apart from that, because that's more Arrowhead versus Sony in a way, the nerfs, buffs, and patches really put Arrowhead and the community against each other in funny ways, and I like watching that as someone who participates in it heavily.
Sonic and Dr. Eggman.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of rivals, but rivals actually hate each other and don't have some sort of respect. And that's one that I think those two will never get along.
Yeah.
In the perfect world.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas, Mario and Bowser realized they were both pick-me assholes, and Peach probably deserved better than either of them.
That's where Luigi comes in.
Yeah.
Banging on the back door, am I right?
We're not doing this tonight.
We've already been going for a long time.
We're not.
That's not true. Okay, it's 100% true. It's fine.
It is one of our longer episodes.
They're all long at this point.
I'm going to read the final question.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
This is from Onyx Lone Wolf. Which video game character would be the best dressed at the Met Gala? I have an answer for this. Ooh. None of you are actually going to know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That's okay. It is Queen Iskall, or it is the Iskall Queen from Remnant from the Ashes, the Swamps of Corsus DLC.
Okay. Yeah, don't know that one.
I'm trying to paste it in the chat right now, so I can show you, and you can all agree Come on.
Agreed.
Well, he does that. I'm going to go with Link from Triforce Heroes. Because he had got some weird-ass costumes in that one that were all in the name of fashion.
Corey, you wanna go before I go?
Oh man, who would be best dressed?
All right. While Corey's thinking, I guess, because
Okay, my image is now in the chat. Sorry it took so long.
Let's see this.
Eh.
Wow. Okay. I see what
Got
I see
kind of a
what
Lilith vibe there.
Yeah.
Where she's like hot, but in an ugly way.
Are we looking at the same picture, Pat? Looks like a robot.
No, that's a demon.
Okay.
Corey, what was your answer?
I don't have an answer yet.
Oh, you don't have an answer? Okay. Well, I'm gonna say Bayonetta.
That was one
That's
popped
a good
up
one.
in my mind.
Bayonetta. Yeah, like we've had Bayonetta, and if we even include her guest appearances, we've had Bayonetta in 6 games now. I'm even counting the one when's the one her as a child, and stuff like that. But I mean, even Bayonetta as a child was like looking pretty sleek in that long like billowy dress, like she almost had like a Princess Peach thing going on with that dress in the Cereza game.
I also have another one, Testament from Guilty Gear.
Ooh.
They are non-binary.
Yeah.
And they rule. So,
what about Lulu from Final Fantasy X?
Couldn't tell you what Lulu is.
See, Corey about them titties. That's all.
That's not true.
Them tatas.
I'm thinking about the dress that she's wearing.
Yeah,
and
ridiculous.
With the belts, I could definitely see with the belts.
Yes, thank you, Pat.
Yeah, because there's like 100 belts on that damn thing. So that's kind of Met Gala.
I'm not a large breast person. Okay, I just like a hand, like a small handful. Okay.
I'm also gonna say Anna Williams, particularly Tekken 7's Anna. I'm about to send you guys a link to what she was wearing in Tekken 7.
And this is a way simpler one, but I will also throw in Bridget from Guilty Gear.
Let's throw in Melina from Elden Ring.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Melina from Mortal Kombat. I was like, ooh.
I think that's her name. I'd never actually gotten that far, but the one that would always kick your ass. But she has this elegant.
Oh, geez, Anna is Met Gala incarnate.
Right? Yeah, like even the hat, like you see it.
Yeah.
It's
kind of unfair, actually.
What about the Nier characters?
Nah,
I think so.
It's not
necessary. 2B could probably thrive at the Met Gala. 9S can kind of fuck off.
Yeah.
Strangely, I feel like 9S is the fashion that would meet the Met Gala over 2B and 8. Yeah.
You think 9S's fashion is more Met Gala than 2B or 2A?
Yeah, because I feel like it's not necessarily the less clothes. Like sometimes it's just the more how weird can we get the clothes.
See,
and 2B has got, or 9S has gotten some weird ass clothes. The other two don't really have clothes. Like I could see some young star dressed up as 9S and call that fashion.
See, I feel like we're barking up the wrong near character tree here. And I don't remember the name of the character at this particular moment.
Is it Kane?
No.
Emil?
Emil. That's who it is.
Emil!
Emil should definitely be Met Gala.
Emil is Met Gala, 100%.
Emil is Met Gala certified.
Y'all just got way too excited for that.
Yeah.
Once you know which one Emil... Emil is basically the head that Yokotaro wears around.
Yeah. It's that mask.
The smiley skull.
I think Pain from Final Fantasy X too. Actually, Pain and Riku from X 2. Like they glam it up at the Met Gala.
Let's see.
Not gonna lie, I did like what Anna Joy. Why do I keep forgetting her name? Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, she had. I kind of like the dress she had. It looked like a plate of mail.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
this year.
Yeah.
A what?
Plate of mail, like plate mail.
Chain mail.
Yeah.
Chain mail.
No, I mean not chain because it didn't have chains. It was like a whole plate.
Wait, are we thinking about the same person? Because I know someone was kind of like doing a Joan of Arc from the boobs up.
No, it was. It goes down. It goes all the way down to past her thighs.
Okay, I must not have seen that one, or I got it confused with somebody else.
Yeah. Anyways.
Any hoozle. That's right, I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Who's boozle?
Feel like we've Met Gala'd this out.
I feel like too. Soon my head would like to meet pillow.
All right. Well then, if that's the case, then I just want to go ahead and just shout it out real quickly. If you have topics or questions, please join the Boss Rush Network Discord server, or tweet us at Boss Rush Network or at Boss Rush Podcast. Comment on our Patreon post each week, or email us at bossrushafterdark@gmail.com. As always, we always love to get your questions or your comments and things like that. We love hearing from you guys, and please keep it up. Please give us things to talk about, like these wonderful questions that we're getting. And yeah, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight's episode. So I want to go ahead and thank everyone out there who's watching and or listening to Boss Rush After Dark. Remember, this is the alternative topical podcast for adults on the Boss Rush Network. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to leave us a 5-star rating and a nice review on our podcast services, or subscribe to the YouTube channel. And please make sure to like the video. All of it helps with our discoverability and visibility. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll out. Any parting thoughts, guys?
I won't play 2 Live Crews Pop That Pussy right now.
I don't believe you.
I don't feel like queuing it up, to be honest with you.
It's too much.
I don't know. I'm out of.
Don't be a Drake.
Yeah.
Also, don't be a Kendrick either.
I don't know what it is.
Just be you.
You can be a Kendrick.
I can be. I mean, Kendrick's on a roll right now. I'll be a Kendrick.
Maybe not a J. Cole either.
Well, J. Cole folded faster than the bed sheet out the dryer.
Right. Also, in the words of many trying to provide advice to Drake about, I guess, like 7-8 years ago now, don't fuck with the white boy. In reference to Eminem.
Yeah. I knew what you meant. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. So please, once again, we love you. Thank you for listening. Make sure to tune in for next week for an brand new episode of Boss Rush After Dark. Corey, Pat, Matt, thanks very much. Love you guys. We love you guys out there, and we're gonna call it a night. Take care.
Bye.
Peace.
Later.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Kiel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.